and intellect, because it's the furthest thing that you can say from the truth when you call India's economy a dead economy. It's been the fastest growing economy for years now, perhaps even decades now. It is a buoyant economy. Forget about the European Union or South Asian or even the ASEAN countries. India was the first one to in fact come back into that growth mode right after COVID. Something a large part of the world, sir, is still struggling from.
Vinita, I think not myself, but I think our guests from Washington or anybody in Europe or in Asian countries, nobody will accept the allegation. When it's like allegation, he says dead economy of India. You see, even in the if you say when experts also from Indian experts and financial experts, I'm not very much expert in finance, but at least as a journalist, as an editor, when I'm following since long, so I can understand how you can talk about it when 50, even the go for 50 economy of the world, I think India is in a better position. I think GDP, because the population wise and otherwise. But I think that's why I think we should not take seriously the Trump. Basically, what you mentioned about the Prime Minister spoke about it, that we should more encourage indigenous. You see the competition when the United States or any other countries, they are also dominating. You see the multinational companies now in the textile, you see, even when we are exporting textile, now the 25% tariff, what is they are talking or something in pharmaceuticals. But you see, consumption, I think when I traveled so many times to the United States or Europe, I lived there also. But I think in like China, they have their own consumer because of their own population. India, what is happening, the psychology is still psychological. When we are talking on the NewsX, but you see the psychological, if you are in the NewsX, oh, you are from Times of India, you are from Hindustan. But the psyche of the British era is still in the mind. So sometimes it's a foreign goods. Now it's not so much. And that's why I think our textiles now is becoming so best. Either he is speaking from Varanasi. You've seen other things, toys also, he encouraged. So we have to just promote the Indian, we are exporting. Then ultimately you can counter the Trump. And the economy, you see the Lakpati Didi. I think Vinidhi, channels also, but they should also encourage, and the experts should know that the poor people, tribals, how they are. I visited some Mela in Delhi itself, to a tribal festival or in the Lakpati Didi Mela in Noida. You see, these kind of people, they are coming with the local goods. And that's why what Prime Minister is saying since long, he's trying his best. But I think the counter to the Trump, we should also encourage Indian goods, which are even in telephone, mobiles, technology, we are already ahead. So I think this is the Swadeshi Jagarman, the old slogan. You are right that they are facing problems. But even if you encourage those people, especially in the state government, the local administration, it depends on those people. You see, that's what I'm saying. Why Chinese, even Ganesh and Lakshmi, we used to get from China. So these kind of the craze from foreign, that's why I think it's necessary to counter with the Trump allegation for next few years. But it's not about one, depending on how we are going to counter in this, again, trade agreement is going on. Still, Piyush Goyal also was told in the parliament that they are still negotiating. I hope the Trump, the reason, I think because of they want that more jet we should purchase from them, or we should depend on them on oil or the defense purpose. So to counter this, what we are exporting, if we have consumption in India itself with the indigenous product, then ultimately you can at least counter those foreign goods. I'm not naming, but I know there's some products in textile also. Now they are a t-shirt. If they are selling in a big way because they have the marketing budget, billions. When people sitting in Bangalore or in Mumbai, they are working for with American companies. And in India also, their product going in the villages also, small towns. That's why I think these kind of, are not only talks, but they should encourage to implement by state and local people. Ultimately, the cooperative movement is also there. So again, the country like India, we need more our own product, and the market is there. This is the only solution. for nuclear or something, and we want that we should have more export too. Because you see somebody preparing in Odisha, I talk them, but it is difficult to bring those things online, because from Bhubaneswar or Puri you have to go, and the artists, if they want to sell, is very good product, but it is difficult. Same thing with the agriculture product. In agriculture product also, India, we are just wasting some time because it's not, transportation is not available, and storage was not there. Then the farmer law, they wanted that the more storage will be from private sector. But again, there was opposition of the opposition parties, created problem.
Okay.
Rahul Gandhi is still talking